Live from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, we're going to be treated to a gorgeous day for baseball on the show. The Atlanta Braves and the Milwaukee Brewers. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Today's starting pitcher, Freddie Peralta. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Very solid starters, able to repeat his mechanics on a consistent basis, which allows him to move through a lineup and get deep into a ball game.
All right, first pitch coming up. Jurickson Profar digs in now. And away we go here in Milwaukee.
Drive.
Profar gets a piece there.
He's dealing with a great two-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
And a ball and 2 strikes. Way inside. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And one gone. And first offering is fouled off. And that one sliced foul. Just underway here in Milwaukee. Gets under it and pops it up. Vaughn settles under this one. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Ronald Acuna Jr. getting ready to hit.
Ball. Ball.
Swing and a miss as he was out front. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. On the ground, Vaughn handles, throws to first. That's the 3rd out. Back here in Milwaukee, and now here's the starter for Atlanta, Chris Sale. What do you got on him, Chris?
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
0-1. This one in the air, center field. Harris on the move. Hauls it in for the out. 1 down. This is Bryce Terang. There's a strike. Lifted in the air down the left side. Kim. And there's 2 down.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent base.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And it's fouled away. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. And Acuna able to make the grab. All set for the start of the inning. Now the Atlanta cleanup hitter, Drake Baldwin. And a foul ball. Sliced hard but foul. And that one almost got him.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Not close with that one. And that's ball 2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Got him. Leadoff man retired here in the second. And a strike. Yo, 1. Fastball for a strike.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
And that's too high. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Two down, nobody on. And a ground ball to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Up now for Milwaukee, Christian Yelich. Sale, more than 100 career wins on the mound, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit. Late swing, foul to the left. 1-1 now. Ha! Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The wide, the kick, and the 1-2. And there's the ball. And now it's filled up. Sets him down on strikes. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Yastrzemski. And there's 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Sal Frelick in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
The 1-2. That one missing inside. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the frame. Well, here we go. Top of the third. Scoreless game. Check swing to the first pitch. Look down to third. And that's going to be ruled a swing. And a foul ball. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. A massive home run. And it gives them the lead in the third. It's 1-0. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris the second.
That's down. So you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Right through there for a strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
And that's downstairs. Ball 2. And that one missing low.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
And he can't come up with it. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
Harris gets his lead at first with nobody out. And that drops in for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
The 1-2. Well struck left field. And that one's off the wall.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Profar next up for the Braves. Led off the game with a strikeout.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. In comes the run from third. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And the 0-1. And that is out of play. No outs, runners at first and second. Struck him out looking. And that's 4 strikeouts. Here's Acuna, grounded out his first time.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
2 on, 1 out.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Ground ball right side could be 2. Here's Ortiz for 1.
Yep,
not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
2 on, 2 outs. Missed inside with the curve.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Oh, and he can't handle it. Gets away. But no advance from the runners. Here's a 2-2. Now a pop-up on the infield. Contreras in position. And that is that. Set for the bottom of the third. Up now for Milwaukee, number 21. And strike 2.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Next pitch, not close, up high. That's a little bit low. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Payoff pitch. That one misses. So lead off walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Slice to right, and that's just foul. On the ground to second, might be 2. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly, and he's going to make it to first, and we'll see how they score it. First and second, no outs. Ortiz will hit next. Little chopper rolls foul. First and second, no outs here in the last half of the third. The shortstop takes the ball. And fouled off.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
And now it's 1-2. To short, could be 2. Fires to first on the run. In there, he's safe.
Bang, bang at first. Great hustle to beat that one out.
Comebacker could be 2. Fires home for 1. A sensational double play.
Well, a big turn of events in this inning. Very well done by the defense right there to get 2 and cut down the run at home plate. A lot can go wrong on that play, and you have to be sure of the first out, but they look like they've worked on that play quite a bit.
Terang in the box now, takes strike 1. Second and third, 2 down. That crosses the plate, and now they're just 1 strike away from getting out of this mess. Next offering misses. 1-2 to count.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Huge strikeout there. Back here at American Family Field. Now in for the Braves, Austin Riley. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. The throw is still in time, and they get it out of the play. He swings and fouls one off. Yeah, that's fouled off. In the air, left field. And that's a fair ball. So a man aboard now with one away.
The batter, number 1, second base.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. He's already homered here in this one. First pitch, and he has to get out of the way.
No.
Two balls and a strike. Here it comes.
Now pitching for the
Rob
Brewers,
Zastryzny
number
is forced to
58.
the mound after the
Raw.
injury.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Ball.
Set down on strikes. He's got to be frustrated with that call.
Michael Harris, the second.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now two on with 2 outs.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Now here is
No.
Ha-Sung Kim. Two on, 2 outs. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. One and 2 now. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Bounce to the left side. Ortiz. That's out number 3.
He's out.
Bottom of the 4th. Here's the Brewers catcher now, William Contreras. Chris Sale ready to get back to work.
No,
He's
that's
been
down.
pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
And that one is lifted in the air. Reaching for it. Makes the catch.
Now batter, the designated hitter, Christian Yelich.
Ball outside.
And that is cut on and missed. And it's 1-1.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to
That's
lean
a
on
ball.
those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Swinging a foul straight back. And it remains 2-2. There's a swing and a drive. That one's back. And it is out of here. A solo shot. And they've got their first run. It's 2-1. One down. Next for the Brewers, Andrew Vaughn. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball one. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. One out, base is empty, and a run in. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. That's off the mark, and that's ball two. That catches the corner.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you'd have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
And he walked him.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone. Always tough to turn two on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn two quickly.
Pitch is in there. And the count 1-2. On the ground to the left. Down the line, and it's foul. Sailing a 1-2. And that's downstairs and outside.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Ball.
Squirts away a little bit to second. Save. And now a man into scoring position.
Heads up base running right there.
Man at second. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Throws to first in time. So they get the out after a long battle at the plate. Here's the third baseman. Walked his first time. Fastball for a strike. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Aim to score from third. And it's an RBI single. A big two-out hit, and the game is tied. Step off throw to first.
No, he's in
and
there.
He's back in safely. That one fouled off. Here's the 0-1. Tap foul at the plate. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Back here in Milwaukee. New inning getting started.
Really important time for a shutdown inning. The last thing they want to do is give up the runs they just scored. Man, that'll steal the momentum. They're hoping to make quick work of this half inning.
Profar up for the third time here. Watches that one miss. Foul ball there. Zastryzny, a 6'3" lefty, 205 pounds, and he was a second-round pick back in 2013. Out towards right center field. Chorio makes the play, and there's one down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
Just
No,
missed.
outside.
All tied up, and we're at the top of the fifth. 2 balls, no
that's a
strikes
ball.
to count. Fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. And he's into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
He was
Now
all
batting,
over
right
that
fielder,
one. Smashed
Ronald
that one through the
Acuna.
infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr.
Ball.
Runner at second here, one gone. And that one fouled off. Here's a 1-1.
Ball 2.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Next
Ball
offering
3.
is outside. That's a strikeout. Good looking sweeper there. So a lefty out of the pen. D.L. Hall.
Well, at this point in the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and he need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
Baldwin in the box now. Takes strike 1. A little bit low.
Ball.
Runner at second. 2 down. Ripped to short. And that's the
That's
inning.
an out.
We head to the bottom of the fifth. Up now for Milwaukee, Joey Ortiz.
Well, these Brewers just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Almost got him. Outside low, and the count is 2-2. That one missed. On the ground, right side, Albies in plenty of time to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth.
The right fielder, Jackson Del Rio.
Gets the outside corner with that one.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
And that one is downstairs. And 1-1.
Ha!
Hard ground ball, base knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Terrain. The next to hit takes outside. There's a line drive to left field. And a base hit around second, on his way to third. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Two consecutive base hits for this team. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
The Braves trying to keep this a 2-2 game. Last half of inning number 5. In the dirt, but kept close. Throws to second. Turang into scoring position on the wild pitch. And there goes the double play possibility. Swings through that one out in front that time.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Outside.
And that's outside. That's ripped into the outfield. Harris racing after it. Makes the grab on the run. Both runners tagging. Runner from third comes across. 3-2. They take the lead. Wow. Righty reliever out of the pen. Yoel Payams.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Yelich gets out of the way. That's ball 1. And another ball.
D-Rod.
Just off the outside edge. And the count is 3-1. And that one fouled off. Payoff pitch. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Inning over, and it could have been worse. Top 6. So now to the plate for Atlanta. Austin Riley.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one. Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes, no free passes. You can't allow that.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away. And that skips in the dirt. The Braves trailing by a run, and we're in the top half of the 6th.
Yeah.
The 1-2. Outside with a breaking ball. Here's a high chopper. Turang fires over to first.
He's out.
2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
The second baseman.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. He's already homered in this game. Pitch misses. Ball 1.
Hook 1.
Now a check swing at the 1-1. Look down to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing. Gets a piece and stays alive. 2 down, nobody on. Good eye right there. Backed off the plate that time. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And a payoff pitch. Line drive, caught. Back here at American Family Field, bottom of the sixth, Andrew Vaughn up now for the Brewers. Strike one.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting, because of tendencies, a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
And that is downstairs. Now 1-2.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
And there's a foul ball. Pulls that one foul. The 0-2. That's hard hit in the line. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a two-bagger.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Number 21 in the box now. Takes strike one. Man at second. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Swing and a pop-up. 2 away.
Up next for the Brewers, the left fielder, Blake Burkett.
Swing and a drive, deep right field.
Hops
over the wall, and
time.
that's an automatic double. And a run comes in to score. So runner at second, 2 down. Joey Ortiz up now for the Brewers. 1 for 2. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the bottom of the 6th. The shortstop takes the ball. Right back to him on the mound. On to first. They limit the damage here. Back here in Milwaukee, now in for the Braves, Michael Harris the second.
No.
The 1-1.
Ball 2.
And the slider just misses. That one ripped right center field. That's back there. That one opts against the fence. Safe at second with a double. 3rd hit for him this afternoon.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Tatiana.
Up the middle, and he knocks it down. His throw is not in time, an infield single. And they'll go back to check on the right-hander now. Jurickson Profar steps to the dish at a critical spot. First offering way inside, almost got him. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. And a weak
No
ground
ball.
ball to the left side. And it's just foul. That was close. And a big swing and a miss.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball, double play with 2 strikes. Some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch, make the best pitch you possibly can, and let the result be whatever it's going to be.
Roll to short, could be 2. Off balance feed,
out.
there's 1. And a
He's
run
out.
scores on the double play.
The batter, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. And delivers outside. The Brewers trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. In the air out to center. Nice grab on the run. And that is that.
Now pitching for the
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Aaron Bummer.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And first offering is fouled off.
No need to offer at that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Ball 1 there. Got him swinging.
The batter, number 2.
Now it's the second baseman, Bryce Turang. 1 for 3.
Turang.
Trying to bunt his way on. The underhand flip. It's
He's
safe
in there.
at
He's
first.
safe.
The bunt single.
Now batting, the catcher.
Well, he saw an
Williams.
opportunity to drop a drag bunt and made it work out.
Hey.
Oh, 1 now. Out front, rip foul. Next offering is down low.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away
That's a
from the
foul
catcher,
ball.
but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
Here's a 1-2. On the ground, 2 ball. There's 1. On to Olson.
Out.
That's 2.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Brewers,
back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Trevor McGill.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Acuna, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1. Fouled off. He was late. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swings and misses. Struck him out. That
That's a
one
strike.
finds the zone. That's strike 1. Ground ball right side. Turang over to first in time. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. And the batter now, Austin Riley. 0 for 3 in this one. Fouled off down the right side. Two down, nobody on.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
And that skips into dirt.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Outside. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. That one back there, and it is gone. And we are starting over. And there's a strike. Tied at 4.
Ball 1.
McGill, an all-star a season ago, 32 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2015.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
Here's a 1-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a ground ball. Slings to first. That is the inning. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now the Brewers cleanup hitter, Christian Yelich. Late on that fastball.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
And that is out of play. And that's downstairs. Now 1 and 2. Got him looking for the strikeout. And a key out leading off the bottom of the 8th. And that one upstairs, ball 1. And now 2-0. And another ball.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Right down to shoot. Strike 1. All tied up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Ground ball up the middle, and he can't come up with it. Safe at first without a throw. Let's see how they roll this one.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
At the plate, Sal Frelick. The 0-1. Fought off foul. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Brewers,
they hand the ball over to a new arm, Dylan Lee. Go ahead run on base. Now the third baseman. Swing and a miss, and the count is 0-2.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
That's
Check
a check.
swing.
Did he
Now we'll look
swing?
down to first. No swing. Just held it back there. And a 1-2. That
Ball
one
two.
ran inside, almost got him.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And
Ball.
downstairs.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Showing a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Really important at bat coming up now.
And that's in for a strike. First and second, 2 down. Swing, and he popped it up over near the wall, and he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. 2 on, 2 outs. Ground ball left side. Zips it across. They miss a big chance to take the lead here late. Back plate. Swing and a foul out of play. Four in the ninth. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that jump.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Right through there for a strike. And
Ball
that
3.
misses. 3 balls and a strike. Fastball for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Fights it off. He'll see another. All tied up here at the top of the ninth. And that's a strikeout looking. Here comes the closer here in the ninth, Abner Uribe.
Now pitching for the Brewers, number
And next for
45,
Atlanta, Ha-Sung Kim.
Uribe.
That one catches the zone, and that is strike 1.
Ball 1. Up. Ball
He's
2.
just
Up.
missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's throwing, good pitches, but even better takes.
2 down, nobody on. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Got him looking, and that's the 3rd out. Back here in Milwaukee. Up now for Milwaukee, Joey Ortiz. Late swing, fouled off. Tied at 4.
Ball. Down.
Way out front for strike 2.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
And
That's
that's
a ball.
outside. And now it's 3-2. Liner snagged at first.
Now batting, right fielder, Jackson. Del Rio.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. The 0-1. Late swing, fouled off. And
Ball.
now 1-2. And that
Ball.
one upstairs. And
Ball.
it's filled up. Left field, way back there. Out of here. Ball game.
Hitting a walk-off homer is the kind of thing you dream about growing up. You're in the backyard.